John is a young student who lives in a small, quiet town. His life is simple, and every day seems the same. He wakes up, goes to school, works part-time, and then comes back home. John feels like his days are all alike, and he often wonders if there is more to life than just repeating the same routine. Despite his busy schedule, John has dreams. He wants to be successful, but he doesn't feel that he is making progress. He is always tired from school and work, and he can't seem to find a way to make his life better. His routine feels too predictable. He wishes something could change, but he doesn't know how to start. One day, while scrolling through some articles, John reads a story about a person who changed their life by making a small change in their morning routine. This story catches John's attention. The idea of making a small change to improve his life sounds simple, but also interesting. Could it really work for him too? Could changing just one small thing in his day make a difference? After thinking about it, John decides to try waking up 30 minutes earlier every morning. He hopes that this small change might give him the time he needs to do something meaningful before he starts his busy day. At first, John is not sure if it will help, but he decides to give it a try. The first morning he wakes up early, John feels sleepy. He is not used to getting up so early, but he tells himself to stick with it. He gets out of bed and heads to the bathroom. He washes his face and brushes his teeth. Then, he takes a quick shower. After the shower, he feels a little more awake, but still tired. However, John knows he needs to stay committed to this change, so he puts on clean clothes and heads to the kitchen. In the kitchen, John's mother is already making breakfast. She smiles at him when he arrives and gives him tea and bread. They talk a little, and John enjoys these quiet moments with his family. It is a nice change. He feels more relaxed, more awake, and ready to start the day. For the next few days, John continues to wake up early. At first, it's a little hard because he is not used to it, but each day it becomes easier. The extra 30 minutes in the morning give him time to relax and think about the day ahead. He uses this time to stretch his body and take a few deep breaths. He also thinks about his goals for the day and the things he wants to achieve. This small ritual in the morning helps John feel calmer and more in control of his day. As the days pass, John begins to notice small changes. He feels more awake during school and is able to pay better attention in class. His teachers notice that he seems more focused and engaged in his lessons. John even feels more confident when he answers questions in class. This gives him a sense of accomplishment. At work, John also notices a difference. His part-time job requires him to deliver packages to different homes and shops. Normally, he would feel tired after working, but now, with the extra rest from waking up earlier, he feels more energetic. He can do his work faster and more efficiently. He notices that he is in a better mood and is able to smile and greet people with more enthusiasm. John is surprised by the changes he is seeing. He never expected that just waking up a little earlier would make such a difference. But it does. He feels better about himself and his day. He even feels more organized and less rushed in the mornings. He starts looking forward to his mornings because they give him time to prepare for the rest of the day. The biggest change John experiences is not just in how he feels physically, but in his mind. He begins to realize that small changes can have a big impact. By waking up earlier, he is taking control of his day instead of just letting his routine control him. He feels proud of himself for sticking to this new routine. John has learned that even a small change can lead to big improvements. He feels more in control of his life, more focused, and more positive. His mornings have become a time of peace and reflection. This simple change, waking up earlier, has made John feel more confident and ready to take on the challenges of each day. He now knows that even the smallest changes can make a big difference in life. As John continues waking up earlier each day, he begins to notice even bigger changes in his life. The small change of waking up 30 minutes earlier was just the beginning. Over time, John realizes that the key to making a real difference in his life is consistency. It's not enough to make one change and hope for the best. He needs to keep doing it every day. The more he sticks to his new routine, the more he feels that he's in control of his life. Waking up early and having those extra minutes in the morning helps John feel more organized and ready to face the day. His mind is clearer, and he starts each day feeling calm and focused. Before he started this new routine, John often felt rushed and stressed in the mornings. He would hurry to get ready for school, sometimes forgetting things or feeling unprepared. Now, with those extra 30 minutes, John has the time to do what he needs without feeling stressed. He can think about his goals, organize his thoughts, and take care of himself before the busy day starts. This small change, which at first seems so simple, has made a big difference in how John feels about himself. He starts to notice that, by following his new routine, he feels more confident and energized. He feels like he has more control over his life. This sense of control is something John didn't have before. He used to feel like life was just happening to him, but now he feels like he's making choices and taking charge of his own future. As John continues with his new routine, the positive changes spread to other parts of his life. His schoolwork improves. He finds that he can concentrate better in class and is able to complete his homework more quickly. His teachers notice that he is more active in class and always prepared for lessons. This change in his attitude towards school helps him feel proud of his work. John realizes that waking up early gives him more time to focus on his studies and improve his knowledge. He begins to enjoy his schoolwork more because he feels more prepared and less stressed. At work, John also sees improvements. His part-time job requires him to deliver packages, and it can sometimes be tiring. But with the extra energy he has from his new routine, John feels more capable of handling the demands of his job. He works faster, and his customers notice that he is more friendly and polite. John is able to smile more and make small talk with people, which makes his work more enjoyable. He even feels more connected to the people he meets, both at school and at work. He notices that, as his energy and attitude improve, the way others treat him also improves. The positive changes aren't just about his work or school life. John starts to notice that his relationships with his family and friends also improve. In the past, John sometimes felt disconnected from his family because he was always rushing in the morning. He didn't have much time to talk to them before leaving for school or work. Now, with the extra time in the morning, John enjoys having breakfast with his family. They talk about their plans for the day, share stories, and laugh together. John appreciates these moments because they give him a sense of belonging and help him feel closer to his family. John also starts to feel more connected to his friends. He used to feel tired and distracted when spending time with them, but now he is more present and engaged. After school or work, he enjoys meeting his friends at the park or at a cafe. They talk, play games, and have fun together. John feels more relaxed and happy when he is with his friends. He knows that being more present in these moments helps him build stronger relationships and have a better quality of life. As John's routine continues, he realizes that the changes in his life are not just about waking up earlier. It's about building a habit that helps him improve every part of his life. He has learned that small, consistent changes can lead to big results. By waking up earlier, John has not only improved his schoolwork and job performance, but he has also improved his relationships and his overall well-being. John's new routine has helped him feel more confident and positive. He now looks forward to each day because he knows that he has the power to shape his own life. The small change he made waking up earlier has created a positive ripple effect that has touched many parts of his life. He now feels more in control of his day and more motivated to reach his goals. John is excited about the future. He knows that by sticking to his routine and continuing to make small changes, he can keep improving. Each day is a new opportunity for growth, and John is ready to take on whatever comes his way. He has learned that by focusing on one small thing at a time, he can achieve bigger and better things in life. His new routine has given him the confidence to believe that anything is possible if he stays focused and committed. As John looks back on his journey, he feels amazed by how much his life has changed. What started as a simple decision to wake up 30 minutes earlier has turned into a complete transformation. At first, he wasn't sure if such a small change would make a difference, but now he can clearly see the positive effects it has had on his life. John feels proud of himself for sticking to this new routine, and he is grateful for the changes it has brought. One of the biggest changes John notices is in how he feels about himself. Before, he often felt tired, stressed, and disconnected from his goals. But now, he feels more confident and in control of his life. He is no longer just going through the motions of his day. Instead, he feels like he has a purpose. Waking up earlier has given him the time to plan his day, set goals, and reflect on what he wants to achieve. This sense of direction and clarity has been one of the most important changes John has experienced. John also realizes that waking up earlier has helped him become more disciplined. In the past, he often found it hard to stick to a routine. He would start something, but then lose motivation or get distracted. But with this new habit, he has learned to stay committed. Even on days when he feels tired or doesn't want to get up early, he reminds himself of the benefits of keeping his routine. This discipline has spilled over into other areas of his life, making him more focused at school, more efficient at work, and more present with his family and friends. While John is proud of the changes he has made, he knows that the journey isn't always easy. There have been days when he felt like giving up. Some mornings, he didn't want to get out of bed. On those days, John had to remind himself of why he started. He learned that setbacks are a natural part of the process, and it's important to keep going even when things get tough. John has realized that progress is not always a straight line. There will be ups and downs, but the key is to keep moving forward. Looking ahead, John feels excited about the future. He has already seen how small changes can make a big difference, and now he is motivated to continue improving. He has learned that by making little adjustments to his routine, he can achieve greater things. John is not only focused on his current goals, but he is also thinking about new ones. He wants to improve his English, get a better job, and live a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. John also understands that change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time and effort to create lasting habits, but he is willing to put in the work. He knows that the routine he has built is just the beginning. There are many more changes he wants to make, and he's excited to see where they will take him. Each day presents a new opportunity for growth, and John is ready to take advantage of that. As he reflects on his journey, John feels grateful for the lessons he has learned. He has learned the importance of consistency, patience, and self-discipline. He has learned that even small changes can lead to big results. And most importantly, he has learned that he is capable of making positive changes in his life. John now believes in his ability to shape his own future. In the past, John used to feel stuck in his routine, but now he feels empowered. He knows that with each small change, he is moving closer to the life he wants. He's no longer waiting for things to happen to him, he's making things happen. This new mindset has given him the confidence to take on new challenges and pursue his dreams. Looking ahead, John is excited about the endless possibilities that lie ahead. He knows that with hard work and determination, he can continue to improve and grow. He is no longer afraid of change because he has seen how powerful it can be. His journey has just begun, and John is ready for whatever comes next. John wants to share his story with others to inspire them to make small changes in their own lives. He knows that it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the idea of making big changes. But he also knows that even the smallest step can lead to big improvements. John encourages others to start with one small change and see how it can transform their lives, just as it has transformed his. In conclusion, John's journey is a reminder that change doesn't have to be difficult or overwhelming. By starting with one small change, we can create a ripple effect that transforms every area of our lives. John has learned that the key to a better life is not waiting for the perfect moment, but taking action, no matter how small. His story is an inspiration to anyone who wants to make a positive change in their own life. John's journey is a powerful example of how small changes can lead to significant transformations. At the start, he felt stuck in a routine that left him tired and unfulfilled. His days were all the same, and he struggled to find meaning in his daily life. But then, he decided to make one small change, waking up 30 minutes earlier. This seemingly simple change turned out to be the key to unlocking a better version of himself. By waking up earlier, John gained the time he needed to reflect on his goals, take care of himself, and prepare mentally for the day ahead. This small act of discipline brought clarity, energy, and confidence into his life. Slowly, his school performance improved, his part-time job became more manageable, and his relationships with family and friends grew stronger. John was no longer just going through the motions of life. He felt more in control, more focused, and more present in everything he did. Through his journey, John learned that consistency is the key to making lasting changes. He understood that it wasn't enough to just make a change once and expect everything to get better. It was about showing up every day, sticking to the routine, and pushing through the challenges. There were days when he felt tired and wanted to quit, but he learned that setbacks are part of the process. What mattered was getting back on track and continuing to make progress. The biggest lesson from John's story is that even small actions can create a ripple effect that leads to significant improvement. Sometimes we think we need to make big changes to see results, but often it's the little steps that make the biggest difference. John's story teaches us that by focusing on one small habit, we can transform our entire life. Lesson for today: you don't have to wait for the perfect moment or make drastic changes to improve your life. Start with one small change today, just like John did, and see where it takes you. Whether it's waking up earlier, reading for 10 minutes a day, or setting a goal for your personal growth, these small actions will add up over time. Remember, consistency is key, and every small step you take brings you closer to your goals. Question: what small change did John make in his routine? A. He started studying more hours each day. B. He woke up 30 minutes earlier every day. Please comment your answer or B below. If you enjoyed this story and found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more great content. Your support means a lot to us, and it keeps us motivated to create even more helpful videos for you. Also, feel free to donate to help us improve the quality of our content. Creating these materials takes a lot of time and effort, and your support helps us continue offering free English lessons. Thank you for being part of this journey.